Just like to know that kind of stuff. It's not a big deal. You're almost there to learn that move. I bet you need to join Sag. Your streak. Ah, god damn it. But to be fair, I'm busy. I'm doing my own stream. And if you see above me right there, Lulu's there. Unfortunately, she's so friggin' tall that if she was to be in frame, you're just gonna see my head. Like, I could lower it a little bit, but dude, that's as just barely cut it, like her position. Yeah, that's not bad. So yeah, how heavy? Oh, she's heavy. She's not her, like she's not that heavy, but the base is heavy. Oh my lord. I was shocked. I'm like, oh my god, this is so heavy. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. But yeah, she's wonderful. I'm so happy with her. She's huge. Like, I knew she was gonna be big, but I didn't like realize like how big she was gonna be. So here's my feelings on this game so far. It's good. The combat's really good. The story's good. The one thing I miss, which might be like a Final Fantasy 15 thing, is like when we're running around doing stuff. In Final Fantasy 15, like the boys would like be having like conversations as we would be running around or driving around the city or the area, right? But them with Jill and Clive here, there's just no banter, and I feel like running around is a little like boring because they don't chit chat, and I don't know, maybe it's just like from Final Fantasy 15 I'm now used to that. Just they're super quiet running around doing missions, and like I don't know exactly, and like I just feel really weird about it. Yeah, when he's not loud. Yeah, like they sometimes talk, but like they're not. It's like they're strangers, essentially. So, like, sometimes. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being picky now. Or if, like, I don't know. Like, I like Jill and Clyde, but I wish there was a little bit more between them, you know? Yeah, flush out the really... I don't know where they stand. I don't know if they're dating or not. Like, they've literally just spent the last, like, 5 years... together. I think it was a 5-year jump, but they've just spent 5 years together. Are they dating? Are they just friends? I don't know. And like I feel like that they should like maybe like reminisce about some of the adventures we missed in that 5-year gap. I don't know. That's like one of the main nitpicky things I can say about it. Like everything else, like the story's good, everything else is good. It's just I don't know, just that really bothers me that they're not like even standing here. If we were just standing around like in Final Fantasy like 15, someone would say something about something. I don't know.
I'll buck up, man.
You're telling me that's the Archduke's son?
Oh.
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage.
Like that's like the only thing I have to like bitch about. And there's no like I said, like I'm a percentage thing I can't see, and there's no like chapters in this game, which that does bother me. But it's once again it's a very like niche, like who really cares? Please let me break generated amount by 3%.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
And I don't want to Google.
What is your plan?
I'm at this
Nothing
part.
fancy.
How far into the game like
You,
am I?
Lady
Kids
Jill and I
spoilers.
make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements. who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now
And I've
that I
also
have you and Lady Jill
decided,
I doubt I
after
could have
this
done
game,
on
I'm
my
gonna
own.
replay Final Fantasy
Until we
15
arrived, that
on
was your
stream.
plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Once we're done chatting,
Thank
I'll
you,
say
Sir
something.
Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
And like, when this game first came out and like some people were like binging and stuff, they're like writing comments on Twitter like, oh, I cried like 4 times. The story's so moving. And I'm like, I haven't like even felt the urge to shed a tear. So maybe it's just I'm connecting to the story enough, or the characters, or I'm heartless. I don't know, but like I don't know. Like there's sad bits, yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's just I haven't connected enough to really care. I don't know. But like in grand total for Final Fantasy 15, I cried 4 times. I got a little weepy 4 times. That was it. But like I don't know. I don't know what people are upset about. Cool. I don't know, like I said, maybe I'm just heartless.
May the
You
blessing
know?
of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Like I know the story's a bit like darker and like so the chit chat wouldn't really be suiting, but like I kind of still want some chit chat.
Look at me sideways. Come along now. The bastards are lucky I did.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
Let's go beat them up. Let's go. How is the sound, by the way? Is the game too quiet? Am I too loud? I'm always too loud, but let's be real.
What is it now? I told you.
We
Told
bear
you.
a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha!
Let's
You
beat 'em up.
presume to tell us that a pair of
Oh, good at
filthy
audio. Thank you.
vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For us area!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battles for them.
Intentions.
More dragons.
Whoa. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Guess we're all ready.
A
gonna
noble
fight him?
stand, albeit a misguided one.
Is he gonna
In
jump down?
taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Not actually that. Like I have like an overdrive essentially. Oh my god, I'm using it for a while.
So wait.
Founder, there's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Come on, could you dodge, please? Thank you. Still dead.
Farewell.
Good amount, Gil.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those
So
who
many
love this
marks.
area will know where your loyalties lie.
The burnt blade.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure
Does he
that
have like
you
just
do.
a bunch of like
I don't want my
pins on
men
him?
attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Oh, Tyler.
Or
Rip.
the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Oh, some heavy footsteps.
Right to guess, my uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago,
Did he?
and for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue. You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod.
Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
Aww.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
Be happy for once, Clive, okay?
See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have.
Ship.
I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us
Matter
then?
of weeks.
About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
I love the music. So good.
The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
What's wrong with Jill?
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
So I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung a sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you. Are they gonna kiss? Clive. Probably not. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Where are we going? Oh, back to this area. Back to the hideaway?
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess. I didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage. I borrowed it from old tomes. Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
Oh, where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Sure.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
It's silence.
Typical nobles.
How did we never hear?
There are new
about these
billets being
buildings of the
posted
Flames?
every... Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
That voice
Is
does
something
not
wrong?
see that face.
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Yet normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what do you say?
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
All right. Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Do some side quests first.
It will be over soon. One way or another.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Gaga.
First August, and now you. What you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft,
turtle in the
from what he told
background?
us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Glad you had a good walk. Talk to our little mobile friend. So cute with his fur animated, no. I'll swing the car. Am I allowed to leave the area yet? I might not be allowed to leave yet. It's right there, but how do we, like, accept it? I don't think we can. Car Norvent.
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move.
Okay. Oh, story time.
As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the Orthodoxy holds the Mother Crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drastanus, home of Drake's breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drastanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Use a hunt board to locate the griffin. I have, but it says that it hasn't. Card Norman. I'm gonna just take a picture of that just in case it doesn't show up on the map.
Typical nobles.
Let's try going out to the map and see what happens. So where did I need to go for that griffin? Here. But where? Go over that way and see what happens.
Finished.
Across the water. Oh, it looks like a griffin over there, I feel. No, that's just something else. Oh. That's not what I was looking for, but okay.
This isn't gonna be easy. Help me, boy.
Take this.
I hate that dude so bad.
Unhurt, Torgal. Thanks, boy. Wake up!
That wasn't what I was looking for.
Rest well. I know I will. Time to fight.
clear the path. Knock it down. Oh, there's a little path on here. Place warmer than in New Western. It's cooler because we don't get a direct sunlight ever, so that's nice. I don't think it has anything to do with like being closer to the mountains. I think it's just because we're not facing that way. Yeah, this one says like over there, so we're all good.
Let's try.
Now it's fine. It's me, Jill, and Portal versus the Soul Dragon guy, so we're all good. Oh, you mean like on his end, you mean? Treasure chest over here. I'm here looking for something, but I don't think we find it. Oh, Mr. Dragon. I don't know, but then there's just on the rock. I thought it was a bigger spider. This looks like a secret cave if I've ever seen one, but we can't get in there. What level am I at? Let me check. I'm level 27. Nope, didn't find that phoenix.
Word is, the Black Shields took a hike.
He's just a baby. I don't know where this thing is, so we're gonna go do the other side mission.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other, don't
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that. And even if they were, you wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Have some potions. Because with potions, you can only hold on to 4 potions, 3 high potions. Like, you can't hold on to, like, the 99 like you usually can, which is so weird.
That all, is it?
Weird choices.
Stay sharp. We don't know when those bastards will be back.
After what the Empire did to Martha.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
I want a million. I know. I want my 99 potions back, not friggin' like 4. Ridiculous.
Scorpions. At least I know what I'm
Let's
up
just finish
against.
them. I'll let them do it. Can you get around the bush, please? Thank you. Damn, look at that thing fly. Yeah, like, that was a huge, like, adjustment. Like, so far I haven't had to use a lot of potions. I am playing on story mode. So I don't know if that
before it goes bad.
is something, but yeah.
Or any worse, at least.
Did you find our mystery ingredient?
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see. What am I supposed to do with this? It's poisonous, surely.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's your unwanted violet.
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. Wait here. I won't be long.
What's he gonna make us? Can we actually use it? Sometime later. Ooh, that doesn't
I
look
present
pleasant.
Chance's stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity. Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm not hungry.
I don't blame you.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Is he okay?
Odin's teeth. What an assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. And yet, up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid.
You're welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't rest until a steaming bowl of Chance's stew sits before everyone in the hideaway.
Gross.
A single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure she will.
I'm gonna quickly go for a pee. And there's new highlight video. Yay! So I'll be turning that on, but I'm gonna go for a quick pee. BRB.